What's up, folks? Another day out in Grand Ledge. We're gonna see what we can find, see what's going on. I'm pretty sure this video is sideways right now. I'm pretty sure it's showing up sideways right now, so I'll have to fix that and post-edit. Yeah, they're building a bunch of apartment complexes, so we're going around checking those out, seeing what we can find. Let's get to it. All right, so like I said, they're building all these new complexes. These are all brand new. They're still working on these, actually. These ones might be done. Might be doing some inside work still, interior work still. But these ones over here, at least this one off to the left here, they're definitely still working on doing some stuff on the outside. They don't have the gates up or on the balcony, so yeah, that's cool. They look cool. They got a couple more over here that honestly some of them look, I don't know, they look country clubbish almost. But yeah, these look fancy, man. These look fancy. Seems like a pretty clickbaity title, mountain biking through construction site. That would be very, what's it called? Descenders. There's a mountain biking game called Descenders, and one of the areas that you have to mountain bike through is a construction site. Interesting. Well, someone's burning the candle. That smells real nice. Interesting. Cool. I don't know if I would like how that's fully set up there, because like you have that whole tunnel, which is nice. If you remember back, I think the first video I did, we were riding around through the place called the Lodges, and whoa, we're riding through. I just messed up the total bunny out right there. Like completely timed that so poorly. Oh man, that was bad. So this place here is called the Fairview Grand. I don't know what that is. I do not know what the Fairview Grand is, but we're gonna go check it out. It looks nice. It looks really nice, actually. It's what I was talking about. It almost looks country clubbish. Main entrance and parking. Is it? I have no idea what this is. Oh, got a dog. All right, we'll turn around. We might get chased by a dog. This is a cool place. This looks really neat. Okay, the dog's no longer interested in us. That was a big dog. I'm sure it's a nice dog. It wasn't really barking, I don't think. At least I didn't hear any barking, but you just never know. You know, I love dogs. You guys know that. I say hi to every dog I see. What is this? What is this? Medical center? Okay. Okay, cool. I don't know, I've actually never been to this whole, like, park thing here. So I don't know what all of this stuff is. I also don't want to make this person uncomfortable, so I'm gonna have to find a way to... Yeah, maybe we can go back and see. I'm curious what this is over here. That is what I'm curious about. I'm guessing offices of some sort. A little muddy. Not bad. I don't think enough to really... Yeah, the wheels aren't picking anything up, so... I think we're good. What is this? What is this place? Oh, Sparrow, okay, some sort of, Sparrow Laboratories, okay, cool, interesting. Oh, tell you what, I might have been wrong on the call for no coat. I might have been wrong on that. It is a little chilly. Last time we talked about being thankful, and had a huge life lesson that I realized here while recording a video, so that was new. But I'm really happy about that, actually. I'm really happy that I had that. I like those moments, those, oh, I was so wrong moments, you know? Those moments where you grow a lot. I like those moments. Those are good moments to have. What's back here? So yeah, so we talked about that, and this time, man, you know, I've been thinking a lot about purpose. And I know I said I would touch on the whole Stoic belief of not needing an opinion on everything, but I want to save that for another video, because because I think it would be hypocritical of me, right, to sit there and be like, I have this opinion on something. Oh my God, I was so wrong. What, like, I misjudged, miscalculated all of this. And then the next video start talking about, you don't need an opinion on everything, and this is why. I think it would come off as condescending. And that's not how I would mean it in any way. You know, I wouldn't mean it to be a condescending, like, you guys, you don't need, you know, I would not at all. But I could see how it'd be portrayed that way and perceived that way, at least. And I don't want to do that. These are all, I think, little townhouses and apartments. These are nice, actually. Yeah. If I'd have known that these were here when I was looking for a place a couple of years ago, I would have looked at this place. Oh, notice the gloves? Different gloves today. I mean, different gloves last video too, I think. Got a couple other pair. I figured you guys wouldn't want to keep seeing the same old neon green. So I got a pair of those camo ones. They're the same exact gloves, right? These ones are a little different, but the camo gloves are the same exact one as the neon green ones. These ones are the same style glove and everything. Same company, 100%. 100%. But these are the waterproof versions of it. So the other ones are that soft shell material, pretty waterproof. But if it was like a driving rain and I was riding for 20, 30 minutes, they'd start to get a little soaked through. They can handle, you know, like that, a light rain, quick little bit of misty drizzle kind of thing, but a pour, that's where these would have to come in. And especially now that it's cold out, I really gotta think about that kind of stuff. So got a couple pairs, and then maybe in the summertime when it warms up, I'll get some lighter gloves. But yeah, 100%. I'm gonna make a post about this. Okay, 100% sponsor me. Anyway, so I want to talk about purpose today. I think it's important for all of us to kind of think about, like, what is my purpose? We all have a purpose. I don't believe that life is meaningless. That's too simple, right? Like, what's the meaning of life? There is no meaning. And I'm not going to sit here and be like, I have the answer for life. I know why we are here. I'm not going to do that because I don't know. I don't have that. I know that it's not for nothing, but I don't know what exactly it is for. This is Meyer. They're renovating this one. Let's see what's back here. Bunch of containers. Probably going to be a piece of metal that I blow a tire here on. Have all sorts of issues. But yeah, like I said, I know that it's not nothing. Like, there's got to be a reason for it. All right, I don't think that there is no reason, and I don't even think necessarily. And I mean, I guess that would automatically, for me, rule out like the ability to be an atheist. So what is our purpose, right? And I don't think, I'm of the belief that we don't all have exactly the same purpose. I guess if you wanted to look at it from a Christian perspective, then we're all here to serve God, right? Or really any religious perspective at that point would be to spread the word and to praise whatever you believe in and live life in a way that is dedicated to whatever you believe in. So I guess in that sense you could say, well, if you believe one of these things, then you do technically believe that we all serve the same purpose or have the same purpose. And I would say, okay, that's fine. But let's take it a little bit deeper. We could say, okay, sure, but we all have different talents, and maybe your purpose was to be a singer and use those skills to spread positivity and connect with people on a level that you can only connect with in music, right? Maybe some of us were meant to be doctors and literally save lives, and maybe some of us were meant to be scientists and find cures for things that made it impossible to live a wonderful life or as free of a life as you can live with a certain medicine or something, right? Maybe you were meant to be a motivational speaker. Maybe you were meant to be a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home dad and like help mold and shape the next generation. I think we all have a job in that at some level, but we all have a purpose. And I don't think all of our purposes have to be exactly the same. The question then, what would our purpose be? And I think it's something that we need to think a lot about, because I don't think it's an easy question to answer, and I don't think it's something that we can really afford to neglect. With that being said, purpose, I think there's two, right? One, I've thought, and I mean, when I say I've thought about this, I mean, I have thought about this for dozens and dozens and dozens of hours. Deeply, like really trying to understand what is my purpose, like what do I want or need out of life, right? And in the personal side of things, I want a family, like I really do. Not saying it needs to be a certain size or needs to look a certain way or any of that, but I know I want to have kids and a wife, and I want to raise a family, right? I could lose everything else and it would suck a lot. But as long as I have that, I would feel satisfied, right? And I think that might come from my grandparents, right? Both sides. But my Thomas side in particular, because I don't know, I should do a specific episode on each of my grandparents, like explaining why they're so wonderful. I think that does come from them because, you know, they both worked jobs, they had a good life, but they were never loaded, right? They were always probably around the poverty line, but they still, I mean, they fed so many people, like literally fed all of my, you know, dads and friends, like their friends, my uncles and aunts, you know, they took in people who were, again, downtrodden and down on their luck. They let them have a place to stay while they got back on their feet. They adopted, they, you know, fed the community. And they always gave way more than they took. When I talk about losing everything, I mean, you gotta understand, my grandpa was, I think 17, and my grandma was 15 when they met. And then, you know, as teenagers do, sometimes accidentally, got pregnant, and they had my dad when my grandpa was 18 and my grandma was 16. And the court tried to take my dad away. Told my grandma that she was a whore and it would never amount to anything. Told my grandpa he was a sack of shit, more or less. All sorts of things. And they fought like hell to get my dad back. And they did. They did. It took a little while, but they got him back and raised a wonderful guy. Seriously. My dad is an incredible guy. And I don't think I could describe to you how fortunate I am to have the parents that I have, honestly. You know, and they went on to have other kids and adopted a child. And they, I mean, man, my grandma worked in a factory, and, you know, times got tough for a while there, you know, get laid off. My grandpa worked as a welder, and he ended up really severely messing up his back while at work, and, you know, he couldn't work anymore, you know, he was really kind of stuck. And that's what I mean by, like, I guess in a way losing everything. And really they almost literally lost everything at one point. But they still had their family, and they still had their faith, and they still had their love. And they were happy. I mean, they really were. And I think maybe that's where, saying that my whole life and growing up with that, maybe that's where that belief comes from, that feeling. Maybe it's just the way I was raised. I don't know. I thought long and hard about that. And that's where I've settled on with those beliefs. Now, separating the personal from professional for a second. I feel like my purpose professionally, and in a sense it's still personal because, well, when you run a small business, it is part of you. Anyways, I really want to use my skills and my ability, my platform, whatever I've been blessed with, right, to I want to use that to help other people and, you know, inspire them and empower them and work with them to help them achieve their dreams and their goals, right? And I think that's why I went into marketing for a small business. I wanted to help these people who are working really hard to achieve their dreams. And, you know, that's the same reason for starting up this channel, right? To just meet people where they're at and talk to them, start discussions that help me grow as a person, help other people grow, and, you know, maybe get inspired to take a chance and go for stuff on their own, right? That's why I started the other YouTube channel, to discuss business and leadership. That's why I started that, you know, that channel is to, maybe somebody can't afford to work with me right now, right? Or maybe they can't afford to work with anybody right now, or maybe they just aren't at that stage yet, but they're still trying to learn how to do something, or trying to get new ideas and be inspired in some way, or maybe just interested in it, don't have a business idea yet. They can find that channel and be inspired and be encouraged to pursue their passion, whatever that may be. If that's their own business, if that's working for somebody else, the entrepreneur versus intrapreneur. Work in Michigan, again, same lines as that other channel, but implement impact. Trevor's and my stated vision to help people live happier and healthier lives, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. I guess those are my thoughts on purpose, and I'd like to know, you know, what are your thoughts on purpose? What do you feel like your purpose is? Something to think about. You know, what excites you to get up in the morning? What do you feel the best when you do? And you know, here's the thing too, on top of that, I don't think that your job necessarily has to be your purpose. I don't believe that at all. Okay, we're by a church. Maybe your purpose is volunteering at your church, right? Handing out food to people in need, to reach out to others who might be struggling, and to give them that strength and encouragement and companionship to get through it, to lift them up so that they may inspire somebody else. Maybe that's your purpose, and your job is just simply a means to an end, to live your life and to be secure so that you can then focus on the other stuff, right? I mean, Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? You need your basic needs met, you need your companionship, you need all these things before you can get to the self-actualization part. Maybe your purpose is, you feel, is fellowship, that just simply being with somebody. I have an old pastor friend. That is what they feel that their biggest mission is, right? That's how they feel that they live out their purpose and their meaning is through fellowship with other people, being there for them. I think that's a wonderful thing. An absolutely wonderful thing. I really do. So yeah, what is your purpose?
I really would encourage everyone to think about it and to think about it consistently. I mean, just because I think I know now, or I truly believe I know now, doesn't mean that I can then stop thinking about it forever, right? That makes no sense. Actually, this topic of purpose, Trevor and I, in the episode of Infinite Impact, we touched on this. The episode was about accountability, but I did talk about, well, again, Marcus Aurelius. And you're probably going to hear a lot of that because I like Marcus Aurelius a lot. But he talked about how his job every day was to wake up and do the work of a human. That was his purpose, to do the things that a human needed to do that day. And look, this guy ran the Roman Empire, considered one of the greatest philosophers and greatest leaders of all time. So clearly that doesn't just mean, and he didn't just mean it as, eat, drink, sleep, and bone, to procreate, right? Granted, that's something more than that. But maybe that meant for him, he had this overarching purpose, but his purpose also changed every day. Whatever was required of him that day was his purpose. So that, my friends, that's something to ponder. Yeah. How's it going? That doesn't mean that it looks exactly the same every day. Maybe one day, my purpose that day and my overarching lifting people up, maybe it was just to say hi to that person that just walked by. I don't know, maybe the purpose that day was for somebody listening to this 5-10 years from now, when the YouTube algorithm picks it up randomly. Maybe it's for that person to see it. And it's okay not to know your purpose. I just encourage everyone to keep trying to find it. Seek it out. Ask and you shall receive, right? Seek and you shall find. I don't think that those words are written for nothing. Regardless of whether or not you're a religious person. Anyways, folks, that's all I have for today. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. If you got a purpose, or go to my website, send me a message through there. Let me know what you feel your purpose is. Guys, I don't know. Deep discussion today, but a good discussion, I think. I really genuinely look forward to what you guys have to say about it. So yes, let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I wish all of you truly a wonderful day. Like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that fun stuff. But mostly, in the meantime, have a great day.